What's good there, gamers? Welcome back to some more Roundhouse tag action. We got GRANBLUE 2v2s for you guys, and who else to bring you the action but myself, J2, and the homie Zero himself. How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. Been looking forward to this particular team bracket, of course, because we got some of my favorite GRANBLUE players out here.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, y'all. You know, Bisu, I'm sorry, all right? I'm so sorry. Anyways, we got B-Paw out here, Callisto, Chris Chaos showing up here. No Nicholas in the bracket, but one day we'll get that character into the roster at some point in time. But 6 teams, round robin fashion, just like we saw throughout the day.
Hell yeah.
And it's going to be intense. It's going to be intense to start things off here.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. So just a rundown for the teams that we got going on today. First off, I think we're going to be seeing Los Pollos Hermanos versus Chaotic Black Air Force. So bringing the energy on that second team is going to be Wubik and Patusis, who is on the stage right now. Los Pollos Hermanos, I think M. Fahim is up currently with their teammate Millard.
And can we got the player shot up right now. You see this keyboard here, the RGB?
Wait, you're right.
Well,
that is the keyboard. Oh my
we
god,
are playing
I didn't even
on
realize.
the
That's kinda
OG
awesome.
leverless controller. The one for us Mugen players out here. This is all that we had because
classic.
what else could we plug in? Sure, you could plug in your pad, but if you were a real one, you were playing right on the keyboard in that Mugen.
If you were a real one, you were unplugging the other keys to make sure that you were accurate. But all right, looks like we're going to be seeing some Belial versus Vasaraga. I would assume we have a quick little button check before we head into the action.
Potentially, you know, of course, locking it in. Belial still being the monster that be, but of course the changes from Vasaraga are certainly nothing to be scoffed at either.
All right, and it does look like we're heading straight on into it. Like you were saying, right, you know, Belial, from the previous version to this one and from previous patch to this one, has still stayed a really strong character. But like you're saying, right, a lot of good quality of life for us from Vasaraga. None that are going to get you out of this corner, though, as Patusis gets the first attack.
Yeah, very interesting start here. I was questioning a little bit at first, but it seems like some unfamiliarity between these two at the very least for getting into this matchup. We do have our Raging Chain follow-up here.
Yep. All right, get the Soul Forge, a little armor behind it, stomp the yard, but we got some stomps instead, catches out the follow-up of the parry.
It's going to be very terrifying to deal with Vasaraga with the Soul Forge on top of it, the stomp the yard, forcing the restand anyway. You try to go for the parry there, but those follow-ups from Vasaraga will certainly blow up any follow-up from Belial if you stick with unique action there.
Yeah, it's scary. You know, you are going to find the parry, but like you're saying, right, catching up the follow-up, so I wonder what we're going to see more from Patusis, right? Yes, you can get the 5U, but how are we going to try and contest this stomp? I don't know. It's going to be hard, especially when you got the Soul Forge, but a little bit easier when you drop the 2H and find the EXDP. Looking for this 50-meter.
I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing more Fireball game here from Patusis. I think that's going to really help out on the Soul Forge to at least whittle away one shot. If you go for the spin cycle, you get another shot on top of it to keep Vasaraga locked in. Watch out for this mid-range. Nice jump L, but the scoop, the ultimate skill version.
Yep. Ultimate command grab, the reversal function there. Speaking of the whiff throw right in front from Patusis, no full punish here. We're going to let the SSBA rock, but nothing found straight into the armor.
I was going to say we could block, but we got the armor here. That's insane. The scoop. Mallard flying south for the winter here, taking advantage of the victory. No ducks here to be found.
You know, I was trying to do some research on this player's, you know, at least the tags wise before the bracket, and I was like, oh, Mallard, like the reaction. And then I was like, wait, they are missing an eye here, but okay, it's not really eye for an eye. It seems like Mallard definitely has the advantage, you know, going into game number 2, right? A lot of these armor moves and the stance follow-ups, it seems like Patusis, you know, not super experienced against, you know, the Vasaraga, which makes sense, right? Relatively underrepresented character.
Yeah, a hugely underrepresented character and still very terrifying to deal with if you don't understand how Soul Forge works. Got the shoulder check. Nice. Got the ultimate skill grab.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, he could just be a bully in this corner here. 100% taking it down. Mallard, another round up.
Yeah, keep it simple with the auto combo with the skill and make sure you get the full confirm off of that BP punish. And now we're 1 round away from Mallard taking the first life. Swipe on through, spot dodge right through the Goisha.
Okay, armored up. Nice knockdown. Punch up one more time. Yeah, that's the tell right there, is that we don't know what to do once Vasaraga is armored up and stomping the yard towards you.
Yeah, I like the spot dodge attempt there on the big chomp, but not able to get the back throw or any other Amare out of it. Unfortunately, once again, the U reversal.
Yeah, Mallard certainly much more comfortable than we were in that first round.
Yeah.
I feel like that first round was like, there's no way that my opponent is this unfamiliar. Then once you get settled in with the fact that the reality of the situation is you are going to run this set Then you start to settle in them. Way more comfortable than you were looking. We got this.
We've been at the SSBA once again. No, this one finally makes contact. Still not going to be quite enough. You had full BP before it, so not enough damage penalty for you to die. But I don't know. You still got the Soul Forge available. You just need one more hit.
Ooh. All right, 5L. It's all right. Spend it for a scoop. 2 games up.
Cheers to you.
Mallard.
Off of the scoop. So, yeah, I think the rules for the team tournament is going to be 1st to 2, each player on the team having 1 life, right? So we are swapping out to the other member of Chaotic Black Air Force. So is this going to be Wubik?
Yeah, should be Wubik.
Okay.
Coming up. Wubik and who's the other player helping out with?
So we got Wubik and Patusis, and then Fahim and Mallard. So Fahim waiting in the wings.
Yeah. Gosh, I haven't seen Fahim in forever.
Yeah, I feel like I used to, share some Guilty Gear Strive brackets with them. The Dust and some of these other net play.
Both you are keyboards. I'm sorry, both you are keyboards.
Wait, that's awesome. Maybe that's they both have the black keyboards with the LEDs. So maybe that's where the chaoticism comes in the Black Air Force energy. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, okay, all right.
That goes kind of hard. Now, guys, there's some other team names, in this team bracket, but I'm not going to spoil them just yet. We're going to wait for them to head up to the stand, but there are some interesting choices on how we represent ourselves on Start.gg. I'll tell you what.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's certainly a very fun event. Of course. I see why you said that. Okay. I see
I'm sure
why
you guys can check it out on the exclamation point bracket, but you'll know when we get there.
But yeah, of course, it's a fun event here for funsies, but also a very unique experience. It's also that little warm-up, right? There's a certain game coming out along in the horizon here that requires you to have a partner in order to be successful at it. So let's get a taste of what that venture is going to be like in a 1v1 scenario, but you have someone that you need to rely on to take the W here for you. Or you both carry your own weight. In this style, that is the format that you do get to see. So you're not going to see a complete OCV by one player unless if the player does return because your partner ends up losing.
Exactly.
So I think this is great, right? Because both players will have the opportunity to play.
Yeah, player A versus player A, B versus B, and then if it goes to a tie, eventually the winners are both headed into that game number 3, or set number 3 rather. But looks like we're headed into this next set here once again. Oh, okay, Cagliostro versus Vera. All right. So we definitely got the tricky magician on player 1 side, and Vera, of course, trying to get into that install as much as she can. I feel like Cag would have a decent time, avoiding the command grab and otherwise just being tricky to avoid that install setup, of course, until you get that 100 meter to combo into it.
Yeah, the install is going to be the critical point here for Vera to try to navigate the screen space against Cagliostro throughout the set. That's going to be at the forefront of your mind if you're a Cagliostro player in this match. To your point, right? Because you do have, as you like to say, goal thrown. You do have just being able to jump out in general. She has great jump buttons. But Vera has a lot of great reach and potential. She doesn't necessarily need to rely on install. It's certainly going to be way more helpful if she does get this stuff.
Yeah, I think in certain matchups, especially from some of the high-level Vera players, Char, Wavy come to mind as well. In certain matchups, they're not even really looking for the install. They're so confident in the Shoto tools and don't want to take the risk of trying to go for that command grab and getting counter hit after it. They are so comfortable. But speaking of, I was going to say Wubik is so comfortable here, but does get caught out on the backstep with the U Scarlet Oath.
All right, nice dash up. Nice. 2U got the EX out of there.
6XL action. Up against the wall.
Nice. That's a late pickup there, but it does allow for the fairy setup here.
Nice. Like block the empty low. Golden Throne's a DP on out of here, but DP for DP. We want that hard knockdown with a 50-meter 5U late into the game for that install, but it only makes it harder to escape.
All right, guys. This is going to be very difficult pressure here. Wubik in a ton of trouble. Not quite going to finish yet. The walk-up does get DP'd.
Woo! Far Age, Cagliostro got normal here. Not quite enough to get the wall bounce, but all good. We're up against the wall now, stuck on the seal.
Not quite at the chip territory yet. Doesn't need it. We still get the hit.
Yep. There you go, the little leap. That Vera install 5U here just barely seals it back out. I think if Wubik was able to get another Far H hit in the corner, would have been able to get the wall bounce, Raging Strike to be able to kill. So one touch on either side. But now Fahim with a little confidence in their sails pulling up.
Nice little throw.
Yep.
And look, the safety net here that you have backed up because of the fairy setup. Nice. Goes for the overhead in the series here, the medium triple attack ender.
There we go. I like the MDP as the anti-air a little bit late, but it's all good. You just need that frame 1 invincibility to you. Nothing found off the Luminaire. Finally seeing a challenge from Wubik.
Oh my goodness. Hey, you got out of there though. That's all right. That could have been a big
Exactly.
punish opportunity for Wubik.
Yep.
Spear to push back. I love the patience for the jump in from M. Fahim. Great navigation to close this gap. Oh no.
Anti-low 5U gets DP'd out.
Okay. Nice. Hula hoop carry. Big jump at the low after the jump in. Insane. Yeah, immediate spend here. Will close it out. First game going.
Exactly. So you had lethal, not going for the install super. You know that you have the kill, and you have game number 1. All right.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of this set has been that Cagliostro not really being able to set up her set play. We did get that one corner opportunity, but even still, Fahim's active defense has always, been on point so far here. Got the throw, nice with the unique action.
There we go, stuck in the install state, and this is so early into the round, right? So there's so many more options for Fahim to try and play tricky. We talk about Cag having that unique mobility, but we have to talk about that Raging Strike caught on the run-up here. Fahim running away with it, builds the 50-meter too.
That was certainly supposed to be the guard cancel, and it absolutely worked in Fahim's favor regardless. Wubik a little bit too far away for it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, right? When you put in the delay and you're like, oh, let me look for this reversal, but you're not ready afterwards. Either way, another Raging Strike for Fahim puts Wubik basically 1 HP.
Ooh, missed the anti-air situation right there.
Yeah.
Now we should be able to get this kill. Follow up with another Raging Strike. Doesn't even need it. Spends the meter.
There we go, keep it optimal. Go straight into the link on Ultimate Spear. Seeing a little bit of wind in Wubik's sails now. And I think we're also seeing a little bit less meter usage into the UDP, whether that's avoiding the defense situation at all, or feeling a little bit more comfortable on the block. Now we have more for the Ultimate Seals, the Spears, to pump out that damage.
Another hula hoop setup. Push back to the corner. A little bit closer here. One more throw.
Okay, set the Seals right on top. Ultimate Luminaire with the screen freeze.
I think we were a little cautious on when the Fairy was going to come out there because he had the low hex in preparation for a far spear, and we did not see any of that coming out. We do have this side swap opportunity. There it is. Oh, good guard cancel. Does strip away the hex behind you, but what a challenge. The reversal from Wubik to take that game and tying it up here. Fahim is going up one more time to see if they can close it out, to see if they can shut down Wubik's team.
Yeah, let's see it. Game number 3, right? This is set point, like you're saying. And Fahim just needs that one more game to knock Wubik out. But now we're seeing, like we were mentioning earlier, the meter usage a little bit less scared from Wubik.
Yeah.
And Fahim, I think, getting a little more confident, almost too overconfident with the throws, and especially the 5Us as well. Eating this big counter hit in the corner, it's going to be one touch after this.
Okay. Oh, no! So that was, oh my goodness. So the 2L completely whiffed. That was supposed to be meaty 2L.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, whiffing. Fahim tried to get that strike. We still got the interrupt from Wubik. And nice turnaround here, though, like picking up a very bad situation. Fahim taking a massive turnaround here, but one touch is all that Wubik needs.
Yeah. I like that super jump back from Wubik, just saying, all right, I'm going to call you out in the Luminaire summon. Take to the skies if you dare. And either way, Fahim just so down on resources there. Now it's set point for Wubik.
Nice dash up. Oh, the far heavy, my goodness.
Yeah, this far edge from Cagliostro. We're going to see this button a lot when she makes her way to the screen.
Did you forget we got hit by? Let me show you a couple more times here.
Exactly. Worked once. Let's do it 3 more times into the Scarlet Oath. On the M version. There we go. I like the frame trap.
Yes, very good in the close heavy. All right, there we go. Transformation install.
Knocked down with the DP. Do we bait out the DP in turn? No! Oh, you tried so hard to bait the DP. You weren't ready for the Brave counter coming out as Raging Strike. Now we're even on the BP. One touch lets the Golden Throne rock.
Okay, no DP, but the sit. I can't believe it. The turnaround, we still pressing? Okay.
Yeah. Ready for that MDP, letting it rock. Fahim with the MDP. It's set point here. 1 round away from either tying it up or taking the whole game. All right.
Far poke, one more time here, trying to navigate closer. The jump in was the tell, right? The spirit comes out, thank goodness. I can jump in here. With the jump install, you got that extra distance covered.
Yeah.
Wall splat. Nice.
Fahim just playing so confident on the approach here, right? We lost a lot of tempo with the Miss Spear, with the Miss Rock, and now you're eating 50% damage up here in this corner. No full confirm off of the Luminaire summon, but it doesn't matter. We get the link off of the counter hit H in the install.
Yeah, starting to snowball. The empty jump low to get the finish. Fahim cleans it up. Yeah, a big sigh of relief from Fahim here. My goodness.
Yep. And I was going to say the clean sweep from Los Pollos Hermanos, which I guess is what you would see from looking at the set score. But, you know, looking at these games, a lot of back and forth moments, especially in that, you know, last round where we were seeing a little bit less reliance on the Golden Throne, trying to let some of these ultimate seals and spears go, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that first set, right, was certainly in Basaraga's favor. You know, just did an excellent job at commanding the lead there. And you almost made that blunder for your partner that had just set you up for the perfect victory round here. But Fahim still was able to clean it up in the end. And I feel like maybe it was a bit of that overconfidence after that first game because you won it so well. You're like, you know what? Maybe I get away with some more crazy shenanigans here. Maybe I don't need to rely on transformation as much.
Exactly.
But as we got into that final game situation, the lock-in occurs. Like, all right, I can't screw around too much here because Cagliostro will certainly run the set against me. I mean, being locked down by Cagliostro is no joke, especially for Vera. She does have her reversal opportunities, able to counter poke, but that far heavy every single time will keep you honest. But this mess here that kept happening consistently on both sides for this match was literally Raging Strike, supposed to be you know, brave counter and still not getting that because of the staggers between both these players.
Yeah.
So
I think that was a scramble that got set up by that first game, right? DP for DP, UDP, spend the 50 meter for the safe jump. Oh, I'm just going to do it on you instead. They were looking for the DP going into game 2 and game 3 that they had just forgotten about Brave Counter, and then they both remembered it as a defensive option. Yeah. You know, the offense was just one step behind, exactly like you're saying, right? So you get caught out by the Raging Strike, which is supposed to be the Brave Counter, but you're like, all right, well, you know, it works for me. I was extra right on my wake-up option, I guess.